Welcome back to our community. Susie Thomas visiting with Matt Battle. He is an inventor, a young man in our community who just thinks up cool things and then makes them happen. He is the inventor of the AMS cap, which is the Advanced Measuring System cap, or we're looking for a fun marketable name. If you come up with something you want to let Matt know, that would be great. He's already come up with Perfect Pour or Cap Shore. I like Cap Shore.
I thought it was kind of cheesy too. I called it a battle cap because my last name's Battle.
Battle, yeah.
But I don't know.
Something's going to be the perfect click. But this is something that came to mind because you wanted to make sure, particularly when you were measuring medicine for children, to make sure that people got the right amount. Or even adults who just have a hard time seeing the lines on the measuring cup and so forth. Doing a GoFundMe. Say it again. I've got the wrong one.
It's Indiegogo. There's so many of them,
yes.
right? It's like confusing. I wish there was just like one or two. It's like
there's a lot. So go into Indiegogo, and to be able to help and take part in this, if you want to see this cap get made and get out there in the stores, we go to Indiegogo and then just do a search on the AMS cap. Yes?
Yes, it'll pop right up. Even in the product demo video on my website, or if you find it other places, people are reposting it. It tells you, now available on Indiegogo.
Great. You said you had a patent on that cool light for the lock light. Do you have a patent yet on this?
Yes. Well, it's patent pending. But
so nobody else can come along and invent one of these out from under you?
I don't know. There's very, very, very good, copycat people out there, right? I guess it all really just depends on, the designers and the patent attorneys or the patent attorney team you use, whatever. Because it's all pretty much just competing for intellectual property at that point. And I think patents, no matter what, you can always work around them in some way eventually. So
we want this to get made. We want your name on it.
Yeah. So good thing. I guess everybody knows that I made it, and everybody knows I got all these buyers that want to buy it. So that's a good position to be in, right?
You are a very interesting person, Matt Battle. Let's find out a little bit more about you. What makes you tick? Tell us a little bit about your background. Native to Canton?
Actually, I'm from Massillon.
Massillon?
Yeah.
Did you go to Massillon High School?
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit about your background.
So I went to Massillon, grew up in Massillon, class of 2002. That feels
awesome.
Like a long time ago now. But I don't know. I'm the youngest. I'm the youngest in my family of four.
How many?
Of four.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anybody else in your family come up with inventions, or you're unique in your family in this way?
In terms of just, doing this, I guess. I came up with inventions and stuff like that, but they all have, their own talents and things that they do.
Mm-hmm. When you were a child, were you always thinking about what makes things work?
If I did, I wouldn't notice it. To me, I just thought, again, like to me, I don't really think of like, oh, I'm trying to invent something. I just trying to think
of a better way to do.
Yeah, like a more practical way of things. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. Is this consuming your time full time now? Do you have a day job?
Yeah. So I'm still. For the most part, it is consuming my time, but I'm still working and helping my family. That's like my day job right now.
Well, let's give a shout out to them. Tell us about their service that they provide.
Okay, so they have a group home agency called Battle Services, INC, and I've been taking care of these guys since pretty much almost after high school. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
Very cool. Where can we find this? Because people might be interested in that as well. Your parents have to be extremely proud of you, and it sounds like your whole family is just real go-getter as far as finding a need and then filling it. Mm-hmm. Where is Battle Services?
Battle Services is right over here in Canton. I guess you want the contact information and stuff?
Sure, let's have everything.
I guess the contact information would be 330-280-1707. And I guess, what's the email address? Yeah, battle, BATTLE, 75 @hotmail.com. And just give them a call or shoot them an email.
And providing services, in case someone just tuning in, providing services for elderly who need help, or right out of high school and beyond, who need help in what areas?
So they take care of, I think the guys, they had autism.
Yes.
So it's like a group home, and so it's like a special needs facility. It's a nice facility
For older adults.
Now they're older. I guess when I they were kids when I was in high school. They were younger,
and they've
now
grown up there.
Yeah, now they're adults. Yeah.
Oh, that's what. That's got to be very inspiring to you to see your parents having an impact like that on other people's lives. And has that inspired you in other ways?
I guess, yeah, to a certain extent. I mean, I guess you don't notice it at first, though, as time goes on. Yeah. So.
Very cool. What about the process of going through all this? You've got an idea, you've created this. It's so cool to be seeing the actual invention right before our eyes, to know that, this is the way to pour medicine the exact right way, that a lot of problems you are going to be alleviating. But what process did you go through, and was there some kind of a surprise in going from here to there, or not, because you've done it with the lock light already?
So yeah, the process, it just depends on what the end goal is.
What is your end goal?
I mean, for me, I want to make, I guess, I don't know, certain people do certain things for certain reasons. I guess my intent was to try to solve a problem. And I feel like the best way to do it is if I'm the actual one who's doing it. If I put it in somebody else's hands, we live in a world where all they want to do is make money, save money, make money. Like, I wanted to do more than just make money and things like that. I want to actually do something that solved a problem and help people.
I love that that's your first reaction to this, that it's not like, hey, I found something, I'm going to be a billionaire now, but that, hey, I found something that's really going to help someone.
Yeah, because if you take money out of the equation, I don't really think it's too impressive. A lot of people's portfolios and things that they do and whatnot. Like, if you just said, look, what can you do? What can you provide without just saying, oh, I have a lot of money and I'm famous.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, what can you do?
That's going to impress St. Peter someday, right?
I don't know.
Not so much. I'm famous. Yeah, well, I'm more famous.
Right.
Yeah. But the whole real goal being to really solve a problem that exists and to be able to help some people.
Right. So you want to, everybody has different ways they do stuff, but I guess for me, I'm thinking all I want to do is basically solve a problem that exists in the most efficient way. And the whole goal isn't just to necessarily say, I'm going to make a lot of money and then maybe I'll be popular or something. And I don't know. I mean, I think that really does it for some people, but I just actually want to do something. You know what I'm saying? So.
I like that. That's good. For someone who's listening who may have an idea and they have no idea how to turn that idea into a reality, what do you recommend to someone else that's got some kind of an invention in mind?
Well, I think the first thing you should do is, most likely just be quiet, keep it to yourself. Don't tell anybody, because if it's actually something really legitimately good, has some sort of significant value, I wouldn't go around telling everybody at the gym and telling everybody at your workplace because it's just the world we live in, right? So if you do have something good, though, you're going to want to protect it at some point. So I would go see a registered patent attorney. You can basically get on the USPTO. I haven't done this in a long time. USPTO.gov, I believe.
You can do it online, really.
Yeah, and you could search for like a registered patent attorney in your area, and I guess I would want to go over some things, whatever the idea is with that guy, because that's the guy you want to talk to. You don't want to talk to everybody. And majority of these people, when you go around telling them you got ideas, believe me, if they know you and they grew up with you, I mean, it's like you'll do yourself a favor if you don't tell them.
Okay. Better to just keep it to yourself and get a patent first.
Right.
Okay.
Just because many times people, if they know you, they're going to be like, oh, it's just Joey from the neighborhood. This is who cares what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, and I think that way you can keep yourself from becoming discouraged, too, because people can be a little disparaging sometimes. Not always encouraging when you've got a new idea.
Well, yeah, and it's hard to actually get credible feedback from somebody who's never really invented anything a day in their life, and they're telling you, well, the thing is, you're asking them, hey, what do you think about this? And they're not in a position to be qualified to actually even give you anything.
Yeah.
I mean, they might think it's cool, they might think it's not good. I mean, you kind of just really don't know till you go talk to a patent attorney. Preferably a good one. Trust me, a good one. And just start from there.
At what point did you decide I've moved from the not telling anybody point to the now it's time to let everybody know and do the Indiegogo?
Well, that was the step I was at. So I did all the, I got a very, very competitive design done and engineered. And, went to the patent attorney, and then we filed some stuff out, and then basically set up a website, and I did all these things and started finding out people actually wanted to buy this without me doing too much marketing, right?
Yeah.
Because there's a website online.
Yeah.
And some videos. So then I found out, did some research, said, look, we're at the last step. We have these buyers, and here we have a product that a lot of people want, but you pretty much are at the last step where you have to actually get it made, okay? You have to send out real working samples, not prototypes, real working samples, right? So that's why I contacted the media, because if you start a crowdfunding campaign, you do any reading and research, there's so many people that tell you all these things, but here's what you got to know is, like, most likely it's not going to work unless you know a lot of people or the media gets behind it and there's some sort of media exposure, because there's thousands of crowdfunding campaigns a day, and it's kind of like you get buried under. I mean, I've tried 3 crowdfunding campaigns. They've all failed so far.
Really?
Yeah.
For this product?
Yeah. I had
Oh, my goodness.
2 on Kickstarter. I think I had 1 on GoFundMe. Like, nobody knows you exist until, like, you get some buzz behind it. And if you do start a crowdfunding campaign, don't be surprised when you start getting all these emails from people that say they can help you. That's the crowdfunding consultant people that'll take anybody's money. Yeah. Just ignore their emails for the most part.
Good advice. Okay, so how's it going so far? How's the Indiegogo going?
Well, I just started it, actually.
Okay.
So I had a few donations.
All right, let's get this thing going. Go to Indiegogo, and you want to look up the AMS, as in Advanced Measuring System, CAP. And that is our friend Matt Battle. And you know what? When this thing is made and in all the stores and on top of every bottle that we know, and it's just commonplace, we're going to be able to say we knew you when, Matt Battle. That is so exciting. And we just wish you all the best. Will you stay in touch with us? Keep us posted on how it's going?
Yes, definitely.
All right. Matt Battle, thank you so much for what you're doing in our community.
Hey, thank you for having me.